All right. Welcome to the MFB podcast, episode 3. I am Fern. That's the F in MFB. I'm here with Mac.
Hi.
Oh, there he is, the big man
There
himself.
I am.
He stands for the M in MFB.
Woohoo.
Then we have Bun.
Hi.
And there she is in all her glory. She stands for the B in MFB. There you go. What is that? When you put that together, you get the motherfucking boys. There you go. That it is. There we go.
The sound that you make when you stub your toe against the corner of the table.
I usually just sit
What?
there in
I
silence.
scream.
No, I sit
I scream for fun.
You know, like the type of pain you get where you're just like fucking dead quiet because it hurts that much, you know.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you're just
Yeah.
sucking in air.
So it's like every time I stub my toe, it's because like my toenail grows kind of like annoyingly. So it's
Yeah.
like I have to cut it in a very specific way. So it's like, dude, if it's like freshly cut and I stub my toe, bro, that shit hurts so much. Or like when somebody steps on my toe, bro, oh my god. That's why I wear like big ass shoes so that like, you know, if my toe gets stepped on, it doesn't actually feel like
Yeah, the cushions. Yeah.
like shit.
Oh.
You know?
But on the opposite side of the spectrum, have you guys ever had a mosquito bite on your ankle?
Bro, they like you know what I was thinking about? Like,
Yeah.
how the fuck do they bite through the sock? Because I feel I have no holes in my socks, and they're not. There's no way that a fucking bug is pulling down my sock, biting my skin, and pulling it back up.
Okay, but like, guys, is it just me or when you scratch it, it's like really nice?
Oh, of
Well,
course,
I-
dude.
that's-
Even if there is
that's- okay,
no
okay,
mosquito
okay.
bite,
Mosquito bites
even if
is always like they always like they get worse because people just keep scratching them.
I guess so.
I feel like the ankle thing, like even if there wasn't a bite and you like sat down, like after a long day of work, you just come home, you take off your socks, and you just scratch that part of the like that area, like you know, it just feels good.
Oh yeah, when
Aw,
especially when the socks are like
socks.
pressing, and
When
then
they-
there's
when
like
they're
those
kinda what?
marks. The like you know when your socks are kind of tight and then they make the marks on the freaking top.
Oh yeah, that part.
Yeah, yeah. That was
I also
really
really like when you just take off your sock and then you just spread. Do you just like spread your toes? You know?
good.
You do that?
No,
What?
No.
You don't?
I've never done that.
It's
before.
like airing out your feet. You know?
no.
It's like you know how
just
you
take off
like
my
you shake
socks.
your hands after you wash them. Like if you don't have like a towel nearby right away, you just like
Yeah.
shake your hands in the sink.
But- Yeah, no, I don't do that.
What?
Yeah, me
Oh
neither.
really?
Yeah, I kind of just take off my socks and just start walking around.
Oh damn! You don't air out your piggies, bro.
Well, man, I
The
can't like walking
grippers.
around. I don't like take off my socks and then immediately jump to bed. Like, ooh.
Oh no! And like
I
I
do
mean, you
that.
take off your.
That's
You
dumb.
always you do that like at any inconvenience in your life. You just hop in bed. Okay, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm done eating. Bed.
It's like fuck, man. No, I was talking
Apex
like
done?
you
Yeah.
sitting down and you take off your socks. You're still sitting down.
Well, yeah.
I'm not saying like you're not fucking. Why would you take off your socks standing up, man? That's just like uncomfortable. Why would you not sit down if you had the choice?
Yeah, I guess I could do both though.
Oh, you're the type of fucker that like ties his shoelaces just like full stretched legs, huh? Is that what you
Huh?
do? You know, you
Huh?
don't bend down. You just stand there and they
What?
just. Have you never seen that?
Like your legs are straight, but you bend down to tie your shoe.
Yeah.
I am not even close to being flexible like that anymore.
Oh.
Anymore.
Damn.
I have to. Yeah, no. When I was like in elementary, I was very flexible. I wish I was still flexible.
Did I feel like we were like actually invincible in elementary?
Shit.
Oh yeah, bro. I used to walk backwards, but like,
Huh?
you know when you turn out your sorry, you
Wait.
know when you turn out your feet, like
What?
I can't explain it. Like,
Wait.
no,
You walked backwards.
no, here,
Bro,
look, wait,
Stuck in reverse.
give me a moment. I need to explain myself. So you know when you turn out your feet, right? Or like, yeah. So you turn out your feet. I can't explain it, but like,
Like you pivot your feet to move, or like turn.
yeah, you know, like when you like point your feet to like outwards to the side, right?
Okay.
Imagine I could do that, but all the way to the back. So
Why?
I used to walk forward, but with my feet facing backwards.
Oh my,
That's how-
that's
That's how
Gremlin
flexible.
vibes right there. What?
Dude, so like,
No.
what?
You walk,
Dude,
but
I
your
just don't
feet are
understand how
facing
that would
the other
work.
way.
Yeah, no, I
Doesn't-
used to do
Like,
that.
you have knees. Like, how would that
Okay.
work?
Okay.
No, it's
so-
just called turnout.
No, that's just called.
Wait, they were like
Not
all
even.
the way back, or were they
All
like
the way.
kind of back?
They were all the way.
Like full 180.
Well, yeah, as much as I
Bro,
could
that
see.
is crazy.
Yeah, and I
That
used
is
to like
fucking
I used to
whack.
do that so fast that like
Gremlin.
one of the gym teachers, like the assistant gym teacher, he was like really scared whenever I did that. So like I would just do it and I would run towards him.
Dude, you could.
Dude,
Yo, as a kid, you could have literally been like one of the children in horror movies. Imagine someone running like the Ring Girl, but like her feet are backwards, but she's still running towards you. That is terrifying. Imagine you're crawling. Oh my god.
I just don't
Gremlin,
understand.
goblin.
Like,
All creatures.
I
do you
can't do
not
it as
have
much
like
anymore.
tendons and shit that like?
I mean,
Like bones are like nothing. They're not real.
Oh, guys,
They're
you
like-
heard it here first. You heard it here first. Bones are not
bones
real.
are not real.
Mac, there you go. Mac.
At least for
confirmed.
her, like what? You can't normally
Okay,
do
that's
that
just
by
elementary
twisting
school,
my
so-
ankle just backwards. Just 180 my ankle, or like half of my leg.
No, I swear, other people have done that before. I promise you.
Well,
I'm-
I hope
haven't
they're
really
doing
heard
sure
okay
it's
other
not
right now.
people,
You
impossible.
know, I hope they're doing okay. I hope
definitely
they're
doing better.
just like, you know, they can walk properly now.
I hope you're not
fuck.
stuck like that.
That must be pretty tough, man.
Yeah.
Wait, so how would balance even work?
Nah, yeah, man. Like, I just gave up on the concept of gravity. I'm like, dude,
Huh?
I tried so hard. Like, that's why I was just dead quiet. I was just thinking, like, actually how it would work, like like biologically.
Anatomically? Hold on. Let me try it. Let me see if I can still do it.
Okay, wait. While you're doing that, so you're telling me that if you were to stand like that with your feet facing backwards,
Mm.
if I pushed you, would you like Michael Jackson, like fucking?
That is, you are correct. That is a very good question.
I don't know.
Holy
You should
shit.
have met me in elementary. Actually, I don't think we should have met in elementary.
Yeah, no,
so-
you were toxic as fuck.
I still am, but
Oh yeah,
no.
you're right. Actually,
She hasn't
Um,
changed.
yeah.
But
Unfortunate.
I tried it just
Glow
now.
down.
when did it ever go up?
Yeah, you're right.
And
it's
no, it
just-
still kept going down.
It's
Really
just
thought,
down.
yo, I never thought that there was like a level lower than rock bottom. Ah, fuck!
Until
God damn, my guys, is bun,
Cut
man.
that
It's
out.
bun. It's bun. I can't even use that joke anymore.
Damn.
just say it again. Just say it again.
No, and then
So-
it defeats the purpose. It defeats the
it doesn't-
purpose. It doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
No.
The way he said
okay.
it will never be the same. So
But yeah, I reached rock bottom, but I decided to dig.
You just started playing Minecraft.
so wait, so
Yeah.
you start to dig even more towards
Yeah,
the bottom.
no. You know, have you ever heard that saying? Once you reach rock bottom, the only thing left to do is dig.
I'm pretty sure it's
Like,
go
you
up.
Can't, like, yeah, I don't. Like, you can't dig back up, like staircase. You know, Minecraft.
No,
Whoa.
no, dig
Like-
down.
But then you, what if you fall in lava? Then
Okay.
that's why you can't dig straight down. See, you're stupid.
Okay. Actually, that's one of my philosophies in life. Once you reach rock bottom, the only thing left to do is dig.
You are so edgy and quirky. It is ridiculous.
I know.
Why can't you just say the only thing left to do is try and go back up? Why do you keep having to go down? Stop going down even further if you already hit rock bottom.
Wow, you should be a therapist. That is just, that is
Oh man,
beautiful
Father
advice,
Mac.
man.
Thank you.
Bones are not real.
I'll be here all night until I sleep and then wake up again.
Wow. Shit, man, crazy hours.
No way.
Yo, it's just he has a website and his hours are just whenever I wake up until whenever I sleep. Bro, the most inconvenient therapist on the planet. Jesus Christ.
You can't contact me the entire day. Is he asleep the entire day?
Oh,
What?
damn. He's been closed for 26 hours? Shit, man. I hope he's doing okay.
God,
Is this...
wake up,
Yo.
bro.
He's been gone for a week. Is this guy in a coma?
Bro, instead of like a call option, it's just like a link to a fucking live stream, and it's just a sleep stream. Like,
Don't
they just
do it,
check in.
yo. I just
Fuck,
wake
man.
up. Oh, thanks for the dono.
Go
back.
Wait, but I needed therapy.
When I wake back up. There you go.
Okay, so
Guys, there's something that I wrote here that I wanted to point this out. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily a long segment, but you know, it's just a thought, right? Thought of the day. Car windows, right? Ever heard of them? Yeah.
no.
So when they go down,
Oh,
Where do
no,
they
it's gonna be a dumbass question,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Did
Yeah.
they evaporate in the thin air?
no, cause like, have you ever thought of it? Like, car windows. Like when I saw a video of it without the side of the car there, and then like them just putting the car window down,
Yeah.
I was just like, holy frick! Like that has actually never crossed through my mind, right? But now that I reflect upon this thought, right, I realize that car windows are one of the staple examples of object permanency.
What?
No, dude, I think you're just brain dead.
No, like, do
Oh
you
my
understand?
god, the car window goes into the door.
No, it's just gone. Like,
Huh?
that's what I
Okay.
like.
wait.
I can't. No, like, you guys should have thought about this before, right? Like, this is not only a
No.
me thing, right? Like, when car window goes down, where does it go? Like, it's
Okay,
just
to the
gone.
door.
Wait. So you're telling me, you know when Thanos snapped his finger and people disappeared like dust?
Yeah.
Did you think that
Yeah.
that happened to the window when it
Like-
went down? It
Yeah,
just
but you have no
completely
thoughts about it. You just
disappeared.
don't expect it to go inside the freaking door, right? Like,
Bro,
Well,
where else would it go? Like,
I don't
dude,
know, because like after I saw that video, I promise you, after I saw that video, I was just like, holy frick, my third eye
genuinely
opened, like, or something.
surprised.
okay, wait.
Yeah, I was genuinely like, I sent it to everyone. I was just like, oh my god, car window.
So they go down,
You didn't send it to me,
and then you don't.
I
think,
sure did.
did you?
think that you have to like buy new windows every single time you roll them down. 'cause
No,
they
no, no, no. I
disappear?
know that like they roll down and go back up, but like when they go down, I would just like, you know, I had no thoughts about it. I was just like, wow.
You definitely got surprised
car
every
window is
time,
just,
like, somebody said
smaller.
peekaboo to you, huh?
Roll
It's
back
like,
up.
oh my goodness, they're gone.
No way. Where'd you go this time? The Sahara Desert or something? Where'd you go?
Oh boy.
Where'd
The
you go?
Sahara Desert.
No, but I think this is like a
Ah.
primal example of like
SMH.
object
He's
permanency,
kidding.
guys. I like it actually bewildered me, but yeah,
Dude,
that
you
that
know
was
what
my
bewildered
thought.
me how fucking gas stations work, bro. Like, I
Oh,
never
yeah.
actually thought about how they worked until I looked it up.
Oh,
Like,
you
bro,
mean,
they're
like how,
fucking-
like where the gas actually comes from.
Yeah, like I just had no
Oh.
idea. Like, I never
So
even
that was
thought
the
about
mistake.
where they came from, and then I was just like, oh, they're in giant fucking tanks underneath the gas station.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that
Oh,
just
dude, but,
that never occurred to me why those fucking there was like a shit ton of manholes in like the gas stations. Like, fuck, bro. I was also thinking, like, when you were talking about car windows, bro, I actually got to get my shit tinted, bro. But
Oh,
it
yeah,
costs
your
it costs
car?
like a little bit of money, you know, like fucking $100.
100.
Window too.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I want to get
per
like the
window?
back. I want to get the back ones done. I want to get a 5% on them.
You know what kind of tints I really like? It's like the little gradient ones that are nice color.
Yeah, those are kind of ugly though.
Oh.
Like, bro, I'm gonna be dead honest. Like, yo, if you're rolling up to like a car meet or like just anything, like if you're parking at fucking Walmart and I see you with a gradient tint, bro, I'm gonna just start laughing. Like,
Why?
what? That completely defeats the purpose of having a tint. Like, what the fuck is the point?
I mean, at least on the front,
Why?
because it's cute.
Like, maybe on the windshield it's acceptable because of sunlight, but like, dude, on the
Yeah.
fucking like on the back windows and shit, like, what the fuck is the point of that?
Sides, it's not
I guess so. No, because like usually I see it on the front. And I'm like, wow, this is so
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, well, on the
It's the
windshield
front.
it's different. Okay, you know that's fine. That's fine. That's like they have like a visor band on the top, and then it go. Yeah, that's chills. That's completely
Because
chills.
I've never seen any other window have a gradient tint on it, but that was just what I was talking
Oh,
about.
okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Dude, I thought you were talking about like on the fucking like doors, like those windows. It's like, dude, that would look
But-
stupid as shit.
Like, and on the thought of like, things that I want to know what, how it works. You know, ice machines, ice makers,
Yeah.
like on the fridges.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that I was grabbing ice like for my water bottle earlier, and I was just like, wow, how are they all the same shape? you know.
I don't know.
So
Oh, mine's kind of dumb, so I literally have to grab it from the like machine itself.
So do you just
Like, I don't-
grab like?
It's
Wait,
really
what-
dangerous
how?
'cause then okay, so you know how like when you're supposed to get ice from your fridge, you're supposed to like put your cup under like the dispenser thing.
Hmm.
I
yeah,
literally open the fridge. I like open the machine like little door, and then I just stick my hand in and grab ice, put it in my cup.
Oh well, yeah, I do the
isn't that
same
what
thing.
Fern does? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I
Because-
don't have like a dispenser thing on my fridge, so
My
it's like I literally
dispenser
I have to
is
open it.
broken.
There's like a bucket that catches all the ice, so you just slide that out and then you just like you take the ice from there.
Oh, I just take it from the machine itself. So like, I'm pretty much touching the blades that like cycle it so that it falls to the dispensary. But that
There are
doesn't work.
blades.
Dispensary?
Dispenser.
Dispenser. Yeah.
What are we talking?
Excuse me.
Someone got a little more interested.
Ah,
Huh?
when we going?
Ah.
I
Wait a
don't
minute,
know.
you're underage. Wait a minute, you're under. Yeah, I just
Exactly,
remembered,
exactly,
bro.
exactly. 1 month.
Oh shit, about to be
Here we go.
doomsday,
Oh
eh?
my
About to be doomsday, eh? Huh?
Here
Huh?
we go, here we go.
Mac is not going to be baby anymore.
Shut your.
What? You're weird for that.
Sorry.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, no cap. 100 emoji. 100. Fire lit emoji.
Ice emoji.
Ice emoji. Can't believe there's an ice emoji, but there are no other emoji.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
I tried to think.
Crazy.
I tried to think of an emoji that everyone needed, but like, oh yeah, you know the normal pink heart emoji? There's like no normal pink heart.
Oh yeah, they're all like with like little things to them.
Yeah.
I like the double heart,
Arrow,
yeah.
The other heart.
Yeah. I was just like,
sparkle.
why?
Sparkles, yeah.
Yeah. I have a friend who only uses those. Like, you know when you like something, like when you DM someone on Instagram,
Yeah.
something, it's always a red heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always pick the same pink heart with,
The pink heart, yeah.
with like the sparkles.
I do that. I do that too.
Effort. into
Oh,
it.
dude, I
It's like
use
just
I
double
use
click.
different ones. Damn.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I use
depending
the
on what
pink
the
heart.
message
I
is.
use like double hearts like occasionally, cause those ones are cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, speaking of that, texting habits, right?
Mm.
So, do you guys ever get annoyed by like certain like texting behaviors?
Yeah, like whenever you text me, I don't really like it.
No. I didn't expect that to...
Oh, but it's typing. God, again. Not again.
Like when you just like look at the ground in sadness. It's like I don't know what I do. I just put my phone down and I'm just like,
Have I
No, I just swiped the
didn't wanna
notification
see
away
a
so it
text.
looks like nothing happened.
Oh
Clear.
my god! Do you got? Wow.
No, I don't do that. I
Wait,
always
you
leave
don't?
my notifications to when I can always like reply to them ASAP.
Whenever I see Bun's
So I
name, I just clear
remember.
it.
Oh no, specifically for Bun, then yeah. I meant for like other things, so like email.
I wish it was a
text.
way. You know how you can like pin conversations on Snapchat? Like I wish it was just a
Pin
way to like
notice?
send it all the way to the bottom.
Oh.
The mute conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
texting
yeah.
habits, though.
That annoy you, or like that strike you in a way.
I mean the classic fucking TikTok language, bro. I don't really like that.
Wait. What?
Like the fucking
Wait, what's
and I
TikTok?
oop dash.
Oh,
like,
oh yeah.
I
like
dash.
The I.
Or like
Oh, I remember. I
it's
did that.
giving
That's
a
funny.
blank or it's
That's a texting- I
blank
think that's
for
like-
me.
Wait,
I think
what if
that's
they
a
actually
speaking
do
habit as
something?
well.
Yeah, just that it's giving, and they actually put something, not just it's giving blank.
And
It's giving
then
blank
like
is kind of weird.
I feel like
Not really
or
saying what it's giving.
spamming emojis is kind of annoying too.
Oh no,
Really?
that's just funny. Depending on. Like,
Bro, I'm really not
The
trying to open
situation.
like fucking 15 skull emojis.
that
Like, you
is
know, I
so
get
funny
it.
Right now,
Like I get it. Like maybe like
That's
two.
so
Okay, it
funny.
depends on how funny it is. But like
when you clear the notification from Bun, skull, 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 fire lit emoji, 100 emoji, skull, 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 skull.
Clown
iced out
face.
emoji, cool glasses emoji, thumbs up
Emoji.
emoji,
Oh my
Party
god.
emoji, dance
money emoji, champagne bottle emoji, flag of
Money.
India, cut of meat, flag of Canada, cut of meat, downwards arrow A B O K,
SOS clown emoji.
exclamation point, 1 2 3 4 5.
See, that's what I'm saying. When you maybe when you spam the same exact one, but I'm spamming like multiple different ones, and that's what makes it funny.
Just like make your recently used just completely different. Just use that many
Exactly.
different
Yeah.
fucking emojis.
It's just like when someone like looks through, it's like, why did he use like the Canadian
A
flag
barbecue
for no
grill.
reason? Why did you use the mountain? Where are you going?
Why did you use a dragon?
Okay, but yeah, you know when people use like K?
Huh?
Oh yeah, just the singular
You know, like
letter.
Just the
the
letter
singular
K?
K. Yeah, that kind of irks me. That kind of puts me.
I'm gonna
Oh.
only use K from now on. Just
I
to irk
actually,
you.
anything I say, bro, anything. It's just like you guys are just like, okay, I'm just stopping that.
So like the
completely.
one letter you don't like, but
Yeah, no,
any
'cause, like-
other sort of like word
And I feel
that
like
requires
when
more than one letter, you're fine with.
no, okay, listen, this kind of texting habit, it just shows like it gives freaking not interested, you know, like when you say K and stuff.
Okay.
But like there's so many other ways to say K, right?
So like putting an O in front of it, like okay.
Yeah, like okay, like
that's, like,
OKAY,
one
or
Even
like
KK.
Okay.
KK,
So, like, are
KAY.
you- Oh, ooh, okay, wait. Are you thinking of like when you text a person? Are you like imagining like them actually speaking to you?
Yeah, yeah. Because I read it in their voice. Do you not?
Okay, but like when people say that as like okay or K, like that doesn't change anything.
What? Okay, when they say like okay and like KAY and stuff like that, it just makes them sound nicer, right? Because when they just say K to me, it's just like wow.
Okay.
Okay. I guess
Okay.
you just didn't want to talk to me.
Okay.
Like, that's how I feel.
Okay.
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 Cause
Okay.
oh.
Okay.
Like I don't really see. Okay, unless I'm like sending an entire paragraph and then it's K. I've seen those situations. Those are bad. But if it's just like, oh hey, I'm here, K, then you don't. That's not really like anything I'd get like mad about or like.
It's not
disgusted
that I'm
upon.
mad. It's just like I feel bad for texting them in the first place. If they just say K in response to what I say, it's like,
Yeah, no,
oh
I
wow,
get
okay,
it. I
this guy
get it.
has
Yeah, I
no
agree. I
interest in
agree.
what I'm saying. Yeah, because I don't know. Just
The
sounds
only
kind
person
of
that is allowed to
lame.
just text me a single K is my dad because he doesn't get it. So,
Yeah, no,
uh,
because I get like I understand that older people they don't know how to use the
Okay, maybe
technologies, but
maybe it's also because I've never been texted
wait a minute. Did you
letter
just call my
K.
dad old?
I said older.
I can't believe you.
Okay, but yeah. Do you guys read texts in this way though? Like,
Like
do you
like
guys
them
read it in
talking.
their
Yeah.
voice? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, like whenever I like read it, I picture them saying it to me
Yeah, no, that's why.
because
Yeah.
it's funny because I have a friend who I text like once in a while, and they don't use like any like commas, apostrophes, periods, and it's
Punctuation.
it's sometimes it's like it's so like weird to read in my head, like just a sentence by itself, because it's just like this kind of makes no sense. But if I like picture them reading it and them saying it, it makes it so much easier because it's in their like grammar type of thing. I mean, that's why I
Ah,
do it. Plus, it's also more. It feels like I'm interacting with them more if I read it in their voice or I picture them
true.
saying it to me.
True. Which is why like I find some texting habits could feel a little bit, mean, but yeah. Anyways, I've seen uh this going around and it's like the difference between the laughing crying emojis, right? Like you guys know the laughing crying emoji. You know how there's
Yeah,
two versions of it, right? There's
yeah.
one like facing up normal and then there's one that's like angled a bit, like tilted, right? I heard that people tend to like the tilted one more because the one that's like normal facing just makes it look like you're laughing in a sarcastic way. Do you guys agree?
Uh, uh, I mean, I don't see it
I thought
that
it was the
way.
other way around. I thought it was
Is
like
it?
the vertical tiers. Like I thought that one was supposed to be more liked than the one with the tilted like diagonal tiers.
I tend to use the one that's vertical more, but I've never thought of it in that context.
Um,
Yeah, neither have
I
I.
can see it that way, but
Yeah.
like I do agree on the part where it's it's better, I guess, looking when you're using the one that's like tilted because in my opinion, when I look at those two, one you're just laughing, not sarcastically, I don't see it that way, but one you're just laughing and one you're like on the floor laughing. Like
Raffle.
it's more fun. It's more funny than
More funny.
more funny than
I
More
think the
funny.
skull
the
emoji
vertical.
is a pretty good one.
The
Yeah, I
skull
feel
emoji
like the
also
skull
counts.
emoji. Yeah, ranking of like funniness, I guess skull emoji goes first, question mark?
Ollie or the straight
Like
face.
super duper duper funny. Oh, shit.
Dude, I just love going like fucking spamming uppercase H-A-H-A-H-A and then just hitting them with the one singular straight face at the end.
So I feel like that's the
Ooh,
least funniest thing.
wait.
It's pretty funny to me.
Okay, this is what.
Bruh.
Okay, speaking of like the HAHA, I've been kind of dealing with that, and I don't know if it's like if they're just typing it. Like, okay, that's the thing I remember talking about back then. When people literally type like HAHA, but they're always straight faced. Like when I type or text and I type like HA, I'm actually laughing behind my phone.
Oh, okay,
But
I'm,
when
I'm, I'm
other
I'm not
people
gonna
text it,
lie. Yeah, I'm not
they're
gonna
like
lie. I do that too
straight face,
sometimes.
just like ha 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 ha,
Yeah.
funny. Like to me, that was a bit weird. Like you're not actually finding it funny, but
Okay, like when I text people like lol and stuff, like I probably do like a small exhale, you know? Like
that's
the nose
Like a
not
exhale.
a
nose
Just
exhale.
like
different.
the nose laugh, yeah?
Breathe.
Breathe.
I'm not like necessarily like cackling or anything, but I just did like a little nose exhale. When I type it out, lol, at least.
Whenever I'm like actually like exclaiming that like it's funny, like saying lol, lamau, laughing, like a bunch of skull emojis are just HA like all capitalized. I'm actually like either smiling or like laughing a little bit behind.
Okay, no, when I'm actually laughing, that's when I do the keyboard spam.
Oh, the
Yeah, that's when I'm actually laughing. Keyboard spam.
Too.
Yeah, like the uppercase keyboard spam especially. That's when I'm actually laughing. Don't you agree, friend?
No.
When you laugh, what do you do then? Like through text?
Well, I'm never laughing because I'm
Oh.
a cool guy. You know, I'm just straight faced throughout the entire day. I actually don't have
Dang.
emotions.
He's
case
the
you didn't
type of guy who turns around during explosions.
Oh yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions, man.
No, I like
Hell
watching
yeah,
everything
yeah.
burn. I watch them.
Oh, this guy's a pyromaniac.
I think this therapist.
Arsonist.
Arson. Well, I mean, yeah. Whenever I used to be like the chosen person to always light the campfire whenever we went camping as a family.
Do you know?
What?
Like, I read this fact, or I don't know if it's like an actual fact because I saw it on Reddit. You know, so it's like, Reddit's kind of a not a good place or a credible place to get factual information.
Yeah.
But I read this thing where they said like a lot of sites, like arsonist, like burning areas, like people like man caused burned. Bro, how the fuck do I word this?
People,
like
places where people can burn stuff.
Like, okay, let's say like a house, right? Like a house, and somebody burned that house down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like while the house is still burning, there apparently they say that like not too far away you could probably find the person doing it, like that did it, or yo.
Okay,
Sorry, man. I just
your
gotta
time.
take a second. I just gotta say, fuck, bro.
No, yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently they find the person that like the arsonist. They find them nearby, just jerking it.
What?
Or, like just masturbating. Apparently, like that's the thing.
Okay.
Like watching it like burn, they just do that.
I'm just
No freaking
mesmerized
way.
by like light and like just flame in general. I'm not jerking it.
Well, I mean, you're not an arsonist though, right?
Okay,
Like, you're not
good.
a pyromaniac.
I do like fire, but I'm not that
Oh.
kind of guy.
I think you're pretty fire.
Oh, thanks.
You light a fire in my heart.
Oh.
You know who doesn't do that? But
Oh.
anyways,
You're right.
So,
Damn. Well, I don't think. Anyways,
Bun is typing. Cleared.
Bun has sent the text.
freaking
Clear. Open.
Is that what you just?
Doesn't text back. Clear.
That.
Left on red.
There's so many ways that you could hurt a person. Bro,
Oh,
and I think
Have you seen the Injustice gameplay, Mac?
Oh
No.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, do you remember like Doctor? I think his name is Dr. Fig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen like his like outro thing where he does like a bunch of like hand signs or some
Yeah.
shit, and then it's like those symbols appear behind him? Like, dude, it's like just like imagine just cleared, left on red, and delivered, bro. All three of those, just like the doctor. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Oh, dude. Okay. I wanna go on that. Would you rather is it worse to get left on red or delivered?
I would say delivered because it's like
it's worse.
I would say delivered was worse because they didn't take the time to like actually open the message compared to like taking their time out and then like choosing to see it. Like it's kind of like a battle between like kind of hatred versus apathy. Like which one's worse?
What?
You know,
Dude,
because like hatred is still like there's still like a connection, whereas like with apathy where you just don't care, there's no connection.
Wait, that means you guys still have a connection with me.
What?
All right, I'm leaving you undelivered for the next 36 hours. You heard it here first.
36. I'm just blocking her.
No.
Removed.
Okay, wait. What are you gonna say? You disagree? You feel like being read is
Yeah, no. I
worse?
feel like being left on red is worse, cause like, going off on what Fern said, like, you take the time to leave it on red, but I feel like you don't take the time to actually respond, which is why it's a little more
No, but it's like
hurtful.
you're choosing to open the message, read the message, or not read the message, and then close the chat, knowing that it's gonna give them the notification, or like knowing that they'll see that you opened it, compared to
No,
just
because
leaving
like
it.
what I think for being left undelivered is that they have a chance to read it, right? Because like maybe they haven't taken their time to just get to it yet, right? But if you haven't responded yet, or like just left it unread, I feel like you don't have the incentive to like talk to me, or like you're
Wait,
not
how
interested
long are
at
we
all.
talking about? Like, if it were
I don't
delivered
know.
for like a week, like, I don't know, bruh.
No, okay, obviously if you're being delivered for a week, then there's something going on. But like if you get left, okay, let's say this is like happening on this in the span of a day. If you text
Okay,
someone
well
in the
then that, yeah,
morning,
okay, well that's completely
yeah,
different then. Like a day is a way shorter time span. I was looking at like a bigger
That's
scope.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, like being
a
left
day's not even
undelivered for a
that
whole
bad.
day. Like, dude, people work shifts. Like, it's a common thing that happens.
Yeah,
yeah,
but if it's like a week, then that's a while for a
There's like,
person to like.
there's no way
leave
that it
you
would be like a
undelivered.
week. People use their phones too much,
Yeah.
you know?
Um, I mean, uh, okay. Two things. I would say that delivered is kind of worse, just
Oh, you too?
because um I do make the well okay. Also, that's also the second thing. Yeah, first delivered is worse. Second, I understand that both yeah, both is really bad just because I've done the mistake of both in like accident ways. So whenever I would like open a message, I'd leave the person on red, but I'd always forget after to like actually answer them back. But the notification is gone, so I wouldn't like remember even if I did open my phone unless I like somehow check the same app that I texted them on or that they texted me on, and then I all of a sudden remember, oh shit, I forgot to text them back. And then there's delivered, where, again, I have like notifications that I just don't open just because I know it's spam or whatever. So it's just kind of piling up, and I don't really remember the number that's on the app from like the home screen. So sometimes I just forget the delivered. But also, then again, that just depends on if I have you in my head to actually respond.
Okay,
Does that make
so that
sense?
means like you gotta be thinking of the person in order to respond to them.
Um, if I'm like expecting, uh, if I'm expecting like a message from you and I like already come up with what to say back, I'll like for sure remember that until I have the time to actually respond to that again. That's what I meant by like have them in my head type of thing.
Hmm. Oh, have you guys ever
I don't
looked
know
at
what
a
I was thinking.
notification for like someone talking to you and like
Sorry.
have you guys ever looked at a notification, or have you ever spoken to someone online that whenever you see the notification they just make you nervous?
Yeah, with
Yes.
Mac.
And yeah, that's why I feel like that's another reason why response times could get a little bit delayed, because I know for in my experience that if I'm nervous talking to someone, it takes like at least a day for me to figure out how to say like the proper hi or something
A
to them.
day?
Like
Dude,
how do I
that's
say hi
fucking
back? Like
whack.
hi, like hello. How many
Bro.
LOL? Like how
No,
Bro,
many
I think
I'm
about that
ha-has?
shit for
deciding.
Like
I'm
5 minutes
deciding within.
max.
Yeah, I'm deciding within like the 30 minutes, cause like I don't want to be the guy that like plays the game with normal texting.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys know the game? Oh my god.
The
What's
game is dumb. The game is basically well, okay, it really depends on who like initiates the first text of hi or whatever, but it's the person who texts first and the person who texts second. The person that initially texted will wait the amount of time that the person that
Well, yeah, I've
like
heard about that
replied
actually.
like the same amount of time so that it like consistently
Yeah.
like gets texted in that way. So like I text hi, then you text hi 5 minutes later. I will always wait 5 minutes now before every text that is being sent to you.
Okay, to be
And
honest,
I think that is stupid. I'm responding if I know what response I'm gonna send. I'm sending it whenever I can, no matter who you are. I don't care.
I mean,
Unless
to
it's
be
like
honest,
a teacher, then I'll go through it and I'll make sure grammar and like punctuation is right. But if it's just like a normal friend, I'm sending that. I don't care.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
I have no idea.
What are we talking about? Oh yeah, the game.
The game.
Anyways, to be honest, I still do that because the people I talk to, I just don't want to show them that I'm chronically online, right? Because like I still
need
get
to
the
touch
reaction
grass.
of when people like give me phone calls and I respond right away. They're just like, "Wow, you responded right away," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I
But
do that to
yeah,
you
I
all
just-
the time. It's like one ring and then you already answer and say, "Wow."
Yeah, it's because I'm like on my phone already. But yeah, this is
Yeah.
why I play the game sometimes. So when someone responds to me, I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for a little bit because even though it says I'm online, I don't wanna, respond right away.
I mean, I do
It's
that,
kinda
I'm always
scary.
at
but
my
I don't do
computer.
it on purpose just for that reason. I kind of just do whatever I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do this first, or like cut that in half and be like, okay, I'm gonna just finish this little part, and then I'm gonna respond, just so I can get that out of the way and I don't forget, because I know I have a bad memory for things.
Yeah, your memory's pretty dog shit.
It is really bad.
Yeah.
I was
It's
kidding,
really
bro. I
bad.
was kidding, bro.
But no,
Oh,
I
shit.
accept it, so it's fine.
It's okay.
Like
My
I know
memory's
it's
dog
bad.
shit as well.
It's not the greatest memory, man.
No, I was kidding, man. Yeah, it's okay, man.
I'm not taking it.
I accept you for who you are.
I'm okay. Thank you. I guess.
You're welcome.
Anyways, yes,
Anytime.
the game. I lost.
You just lost the game.
The game is so dumb. I don't like
Oh
it.
yeah, I don't get it. Like I think the game, like the actual that game.
Like when you see the game.
Yeah,
You
no,
lose
when
the
you
game.
hear about the game, you lose the game. Like
Yeah.
I feel
Huh?
like that was before our time, right?
No, I would say that
Wait,
was
really?
like when we were in elementary.
Wait, can you? repeat
Because
that?
I've never.
It's basically like
know-
anytime that you see the word the game or like hear the words the game, you lose the game. And it's like basically the game is to see how long you could go without hearing the game.
Oh,
That's literally
yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, no.
really. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I feel like it was before our time. Like if we were a little bit older right now, then we would probably have experienced it in our childhood. But I don't know. I don't know if Fern did, but I sure did not.
Unless I just don't remember it.
Unless I just didn't have friends growing up.
Oh, frick.
Ah, bruh. Man,
Um.
I didn't have a set friend group. I was like running around different friend groups because everyone had their own. I was just going back and forth between all of them.
Oh, so you're
Oh,
out.
look at this social butterfly.
So you're out.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Because I wasn't actually accepted into any one of them. So I was just
Okay,
kind of like
bro,
the side piece.
why you gotta get like depressing as shit sometimes?
So I'm
dog?
just being honest. My
Bro,
bad.
Fuck honesty,
My-
man.
What are you
Bad.
talking about? There's so many
bad.
people that would have liked you.
Elementary.
Oh,
Elementary. I'm talking
boy.
about elementary specifically.
Mhm.
No, grade 8 too. But, you know. I mean, I don't
Well,
care.
okay. I know
Now.
that Fern and I would have been friends in grade 8, but would we have been friends in grade 8?
Most likely. Because at that point, I was trying to be friends with anyone. And everyone. And it did work out in the end, so. You know. Cool.
Okay.
Mission accomplished.
Cool. Good to know. But yeah,
Crazy.
Wow.
Speaking of childhood, right? We're all Asian up in this bitch, right?
Okay, well, I mean,
I'd say
I
he's
mean,
Asian at this point.
yeah, a lot of people would say that I'm not the typical Asian, so it's like I don't really know. I wouldn't self-identify as,
You're
you know, like the first
Yeah,
thing
you're pretty-
I wouldn't say like, you know, I'm Asian right off the bat, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's
I
because of
kind of
like
like being more specific. I like being like, yo, I'm Indian, you know,
I guess so, yeah.
represent.
You're
Yeah.
Asian, my
Since we come from basically like diverse question mark, there's just one Indian here. But we come from pretty diverse like cultures, right?
Okay.
I was kind of thinking about this when I was out one day, but like have you guys ever experienced like any unique experiences just because you were Asian in like a predominantly non-Asian culture? Like let's say like in your childhood and stuff, like you probably would have experienced something like that, right?
I mean, outside of school, I wouldn't say that I experienced it a lot because, like, demographically, the area that we live in, or the area that we lived
Yeah.
in, was like like pretty much all Indian. Like that's just how it was, right?
Yeah.
Like there was just a lot of brown people. But inside of like my elementary school and high school, right? I mean, there wasn't as many brown people, you know.
Yep.
But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was no like actual um fucking like it didn't feel like I was that different, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like I never experienced like, you know, like actual racism. Like
Well,
like full
it's not
on, 'cause,
necessarily
bro-
like racism, but like any microaggressions or
Oh
something
yeah, of course.
like
Like
that.
microaggression always, of course. Like, you know, that happens with everybody. It's like there's always gonna be that one person that just like can't tolerate something, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the other
yeah.
day, there was like one of my coworkers was telling me about like this dude that jumped in front of his car, and then started just racially discriminating against him because the guy was speeding, and then they were just like, "Oh, go back to this city, right?" Because like that area is known for having like a predominantly brown population. So it's like, I mean, like that shit, like, you know, that could happen to me, but it really hasn't. Like, I mean, because, you know, if it did, you know. I don't know, man.
Okay,
I
okay,
don't know,
okay.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, dangerous.
Nah,
But,
nah.
yeah.
Solve things with
Mac-
peace, guys.
Mm,
No violence
Have you
here.
ever experienced anything like that in your childhood and stuff?
Negatively, no.
Really?
Not
Oh my
at all.
gosh.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty. It's been pretty chill in that area. I mean, good wise though. Um,
Good ways.
wait.
I mean, then again, we are Canadian. Like, a lot of people are nice. So,
Yeah.
I guess so, but yeah, let me just hear what Mac has to say first, though.
I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know if this is like even like related to the question, but I guess if I were to go on, good wise, I would just be like, walked upon by like other Filipino people, just like wondering, like, oh, are you Filipino? Well, what? Even at work now, I still get that.
Oh.
Like I'm literally just like doing my thing, packing, cashing, and then all of a sudden they would like speak one word of Filipino just to see if I'd understand it. But then I'd like do the same thing and be like, "Oh, so you are."
yeah.
Because I can tell I don't really look that much like one.
Yeah, I feel like that's also pretty common with me. Like, when the other day somebody thought I was
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah,
African
yeah.
descent. That's literally the words that they used. But yeah, I get that a
Yeah.
lot, man. Like, a lot of fucking... Nobody really... Like, when you see me, you don't think Indian, right? It's just how it is. It is what it is.
I guess so. But yeah, not even now. You guys like haven't experienced like.
Not like full-fledged
even-
racism. Not like that.
Yeah.
Because like, I feel
I've
like now that
only-
I'm older, I feel like I would be able to handle that kind of situation. I'm glad that it didn't happen in my childhood, you know?
Oh, I guess so.
I've only like been around when like that happened, but it was never like directed towards me.
Yeah.
or anyone
Yeah,
that
I
I knew
agree.
of. It was just like something that like I like saw in the mall, and there was just people yelling, and I just kind of walked past them like, it's a normal day, everyday
Yeah.
thing.
Because I feel like in my experience, it wasn't. I don't know if you could call this racism, but it was probably just because of the difference in culture, right? Because obviously, Canada, right? A lot of Caucasians, and especially in my school, my elementary school, there's like a lot of that demographic. And there were times where I would just bring a normal freaking lunch, right? Like normal Filipino lunch for me, and like some people would like cover their nose or like walk out of the
Oh yeah.
classroom.
I see that all the
Yeah,
time. All the time that
yeah,
happened in elementary,
yeah.
especially
Because
with this one
because of like
particular
the
kid.
smell of our food.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one kid brought curry one time, and a lot of people were just like shitting on him for it. Cause
yeah,
my elementary wasn't that brown. I feel
yeah. No,
there's
and
only
then
like
like
2 or 3
it
of us.
happened to me like multiple times. Even with something as simple as rice, I never knew a rice had a smell before
Bro, does
someone
it?
walks out of the room. No, I don't. It does not. But like I
Bro,
was just eating
it's a.
How
freaking
does
I
it
feel like
not?
it's rice.
rice. And they just like covered their nose and walked out for the rest of the lunch, and I felt so embarrassed. It was just like, oh, am I even allowed to like bring this food inside? And like
And it's one of
um
the simplest fucking things ever, dude. It does not smell like
yeah,
anything. What?
Wait,
yeah, and
not
even in
even
8th grade.
that. Are you sure nothing was covering it?
No,
Like,
it was literally just rice. That was like a core memory of mine. It was just rice.
Like it's
Pretty
plain
sure it
rice.
was, yeah, plain white
Yeah,
rice,
nah, I
and
don't
that was
okay,
the only
it
reason
had
why.
to be like spoiled for that kind of reaction. I swear.
No,
It
there's no
why
I
would I
way.
smell
eat something
fresh
that's
rice.
spoiled though?
Then you would have been able to smell it, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I would have been
guess.
able to smell it. But yeah, that was the kind of reaction that I would get, and like people telling me to like like just stop eating or something like that. Like those are the kinds of reactions that it just predominantly surrounded food and stuff. Even in grade 8, I have like this story where I was eating in the same place as like this one dude, and this one dude was like Caucasian and stuff like that, right? He was eating
Yep.
his like full buffet lunch on like one of the tables, right?
Yeah.
And I brought out freaking dumplings, right? Because I was just like, okay, this guy's eating, I guess, like, I'll just whip out a snack too. So I brought out my freaking dumplings because it was lunchtime. And then, like, the freaking person who was supervising the room just walked up to me and he was just like, yo, get your stuff, get out, and never come back again. I was just like, wow, what? Okay. And it was just because I was eating. And like I just looked back at the freaking guy who had a buffet, and I knew that beforehand. That same supervisor was just like having a really chill conversation with that guy. And so I was just like, okay. But like yeah, he just looked at he looked at my food, and because I guess dumplings are pretty like pungent, but
They're not that bad. I mean, they are kind of
yeah,
stinky, but
no.
they're not
Yeah,
that
no,
bad.
like it's just a cultural thing. Like it's because it was in a container for a while, so like obviously when I had to open it, like the smell would have like went around the room. But he was just like, he looked at me, he was just like, now I have to open the windows because you're eating this food. And like I'm like, oh well, sorry, I guess. But yeah, I just ended up putting my food away and just like I didn't leave.
Nah, I
But
wouldn't have taken that
yeah.
shit, bruh. Nah.
that happened. And I feel like just a lot of my experience like surround food. But even nowadays, I don't know if you guys feel this, but when I walk into a predominantly like white neighborhood, it's not, I don't know if this is micro racism coming from me.
Uh-oh.
Like just point this out, but like it's like I
Monka laugh. Sorry.
feel almost embarrassed being in that spot, cuz like, oh, like I really stand out. Like I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to act like off or sus. There was a moment where I just wanted to like phase out of that area. Like I don't know. I get scared sometimes, just sometimes, and I get not necessarily scared, but I get embarrassed. And I feel like that really runs in my culture, you know?
Like, it is kind of similar with being Indian. Like, there are a lot of instances where you know, when you think of India, you know, there are a lot of like people that immediately go like, oh, scam center, right? Or like call center, tech
Oh yeah,
support,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
taxi driver, like, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, it's like you kind of just get used to it. Like, you know, yeah,
Unfortunately, yeah.
it's like it is what it is. You know, like I can't argue with the fact that like, you know, India has scam call centers. Like it's a fact. It happens. Like I am Indian. Like I'm not gonna deny my culture, but like, you know, yeah, there are a lot of setbacks and it kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. You just gotta move. It's like I don't discriminate against anybody, so that's just how I live my life.
Yeah. I have no ill feelings towards like absolutely anyone or the way they act around people because like I could understand it, but again, like sometimes things could just go out of hand.
Oh, you know what I was like? I thought that was like super interesting. Was like apparently Germany, like the way that
Mm.
they teach history, they know, like every German knows the history of like World War II and what happened, right? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this guy. I mean, like, but fuck, man. What was I saying? Shit.
Germany, history,
Oh yeah,
World
yeah.
War
How
Two.
they teach like everything about World War II is taught to
Yep.
like the Germans, and they're very like self like they know, you know, they know the shit that they've done, and I feel like that was very interesting,
Uh,
you know, because like I never thought about it like what it would be like from the point of view of somebody that like, you know, is born in like a country that was knowingly hated, like or is knowingly hated by a lot of the population because of like past shit that they did. Like I'm not saying like a lot of people like Germany is hated. I'm just saying like, you know, like fucking World War II kind of did not help.
mm,
But I thought it was interesting.
okay, yeah, no, because the thing about history, right? I, it's really interesting. Like, I wish that I could like restart life every time I go back to school, and I'm just in a different country and I could understand. But like, I feel like history, the way they teach it in like different countries, would be like a tinge different, right? That's
Like
interesting to me
slightly
because like
biased.
obviously, yeah, no, because you have a winner's side, you have a loser's side, right? And like, are the losers really considered losers on their end, or like, you know?
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting from like the German history and like how they're taught like education. Like that's why I thought
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
interesting. Like you know, like maybe that like not on the off chance that they might have left out completely like teaching their like the youth about World War II. Like you know, you'd think that like you know maybe they just leave the whole fucking thing out, but nah, they teach it. So it's like it's interesting.
Sure is. That's what I brought to the table.
All right, so something that I saw on Reddit the other day. I know Reddit again. I'm not a
Huh,
redditor,
this guy's a
but
Reddit nerd.
I would say I'm really not. Like you know, occasionally I'll open the app once in a while, and then I'll just like fucking read for like about 10 minutes, and then that's it. But yeah, I was on like r slash ask Reddit. I wasn't on it, but I saw it in the like the feed thing. So I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, cool. You know, this looks like an interesting question. And it was like, what is something that you could like go down a rabbit hole with? Like, what kind of topic you could do it with? And this guy responded with like researching about rabies. And one of the people responded to that comment, like that thread, with like this kind of like a, almost like a copy pasta, but it's not like funny, but it's like you know it looks like a copy and paste thing. I don't have the username here, so I can't you know credit, but I screenshotted it like halfway through, so I'll read. It is a pretty long post, so I don't know how long it'll take to read. Dude, I'm
Grab
fucking
some tea,
starving.
folks. Grab a snack,
Dude, I'm
folks.
actually starving, bro. Like, I'm actually so hungry. I don't know what the.
You
Dude, I
should
ate
eat.
like. Dude, I ate like 2 hours ago. Like, bro.
You should eat.
Actually, wait, no, not 2 hours ago. Like, maybe like three hours ago. I'm. What the fuck? I had a
I
pretty.
think you deserve a little treat.
I don't have anything in my room, so I might.
Oh.
Excuse me. I might see if I can. Dude, okay, yeah, sorry, my screenshot is just geeking out here. You know how it says like the iPhone scan text thing when there's text on the photo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, this shit's so annoying. I can't like, tap on the fucking thing.
Is there a way to like disable that?
I wish. But it is.
Do you guys
cool.
find that Do you guys find that whatchamacallit useful?
I mean, I've never actually like unironically used it, but I mean,
Yeah,
it
me
sounds
neither.
pretty cool. But yeah, so
The
this
concept is cool.
one, so rabies, right? I thought it was pretty interesting, so I'll just start reading. So it says, rabies is exceptionally common, but people just don't run into animals that carry it often, skunks especially, and bats. It says, let me paint you a picture. You go camping, and at midday you decide to take a nap in a nice little hammock. While sleeping, a tiny brown bat in the rage stages of infection is fidgeting in broad daylight, uncomfortable and thirsty due to the hydrophobia, and you snort, startling him. He goes into attack mode. Except you're asleep and he's a little brown bat, so he weighs about 6 grams. You don't even feel him land on your bare knee, and he starts to bite. His teeth are tiny, hardly enough to even break the skin, but he does manage to give you the equivalent of a tiny scrape that goes completely unnoticed. Rabies does not travel in your blood. In fact, a blood test won't even tell you if you've got it. Antibody tests may be done, but are useless if you've ever been vaccinated. Sorry. You wake up none the wiser. If you notice anything at the bite site at all, you assume you just lightly scraped it on something. The bomb has been lit, and your nervous system is the wick. The rabies will multiply along your nervous system, doing virtually no damage and completely undetectable. You literally have no symptoms. It may be 4 days, it may be a year, but the camping trip is most likely long forgotten. Then one day your back starts to ache, or maybe you get a slight headache. At this point, you're already dead. There is no cure. And then there's like a little section here with like brackets, and it says the sole caveat to this is the Milwaukee Protocol, which leaves most patients dead anyways, and the survivors mentally disabled, and this is seldom done. So when I did like a little bit of research on the Milwaukee Protocol, because I didn't know what the fuck this was talking about. So apparently it's like the Milwaukee Protocol was like people that were infected with rabies, they put them in a medically induced coma to reduce like symptoms and effects.
Mm-hmm.
And like it pretty much never worked. Yeah, I don't think it ever worked. Like it said that, yeah, it says which leaves most patients dead anyways, and the survivors mentally disabled, because like it's fucked. It fucks with your nervous system. Anyways, so it says there's no treatment. It has a 100% kill rate. It says absorb that. Not a single other virus on the planet has a 100% kill rate. Only rabies. And once you're symptomatic, it's over. You're dead. So what does that look like? Your headache turns into a fever and a general feeling of being unwell. You're fidgety, uncomfortable, and scared, as a virus that has taken its time getting into your brain finds a vast network of nerve endings. It begins to rapidly reproduce starting at the base of your brain, where your pons is located. This is the part of the brain that controls communication between the rest of the brain and body, as well as sleep cycles. Next, you become anxious. You still think you have only a mild fever, but suddenly you find yourself becoming scared, even horrified, and it doesn't occur to you that you don't know why. This is because the rabies is chewing up your amygdala. As your cerebellum becomes hot with the virus, you begin to lose muscle coordination and balance. You think maybe it's a good idea to go to the doctor now, but assuming a doctor is smart enough to even run the tests necessary in the few days you have left on the planet, odds are they'll only be able to tell your loved ones what you died of later. You're twitchy, shaking, and scared. You have the normal fear of not knowing what's going on, but with the virus really fucking with the amygdala, this is amplified 100-fold. It's around this time that the hydrophobia starts. You're horribly thirsty. You just want water, but you can't drink. Every time you do, your throat clamps shut and you vomit. This has become a legitimate active fear of water. You're thirsty, but looking at a glass of water begins to make you gag, and shy back in fear. The contradiction is hard for your hot brain to see at this point. By now, the doctors will have to put you on IVs to keep you hydrated, but even that's futile. You were dead the second you had a headache. You begin hearing things, or not hearing at all as your thalamus goes. You taste sounds, you see smells, everything starts feeling like the worst horrifying acid trip anyone has ever been on. With your hippocampus long under attack, you're having trouble remembering things, especially family. You're alone, hallucinating, thirsty, confused, and absolutely undeniably terrified. Everything scares the literal shit out of you at this point. These people in lab coats, or sorry, these strange people in lab coats, these strange people standing out around, fuck, dude, fuck! These strange people standing around your bed crying who are keep trying to get you to drink something and crying. And it's only been about a week since that little headache that you've completely forgotten about. Time means nothing to you anymore. Funny enough, you now know how the bat felt when he bit you. Eventually you slip into the dumb rabies phase. Your brain has started the process of shutting down. Too much of it has been turned into liquid virus. Your face droops. You drool. You're all but unaware of what's around you. A sudden noise or light might startle you, but for the most part, it's all you can do is stare at the ground. You haven't really slept for about 72 hours. Then you die. Always you die. And there's not one fucking thing anyone can do for you. Then there's the question of what to do with your corpse. I mean, sure, burying it is the right thing to do, but the fucking virus can survive in a corpse for years. You could kill every rabid animal on the planet today, and if 2 years from now, some moist, preserved, rotten hunk of a used-to-be brain gets eaten by an animal, it starts all over. And there you go.
Damn.
Dude, I thought that was super interesting when I read it.
I haven't heard much about rabies before, but I never knew that it was that bad.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know either. Like, you think of rabies, you think like, fucking like foaming mouth, and that's it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I couldn't believe that hydrophobia is like a thing. Like, I didn't even know that existed. Like, that's so crazy. Like, you just see water and you just start gagging. Like, what the fuck? That must be terrifying. And especially with like
water.
The whole thing about like the thalamus and shit, where it's like it eats at your I think it was the thalamus. I can't remember what I read, but
yeah,
because like
it's
the fucking brain is like so many different fucking things. Jesus. But yeah, man, that shit sounds like scary as shit. Again, and then like the way how it happened too, it's like it almost reminds me like of the. Have you seen the movie Contagion?
Don't ask me if I've ever watched movies.
Right, yeah, you're right. Well, it's basically like kind of like it was a movie. I can't remember when it was released, but it was definitely before 2020, like 2019, and it was like a movie about like a virus like starting. It was kind of like coronavirus almost, and like how fast it spread, all that shit. And it was kind of like a like almost a dystopian kind of movie, right? And towards the end of the movie, it shows like how the virus came to be, and it was like it was showing like how a chef was cutting like pork or some shit. Then he like wait, I can't remember how it happened, but it was something about how at the farm there was like a bat that like bit a pig, and this pig like got infected with something, and the butcher that was like cutting it, like he cut the pig, didn't realize anything, gave it to the chef. The chef does the thing, but he didn't wash his hands, and he started shaking hands with people, and then it spread like that. So like that's how it is. And it's like, the littlest fucking thing has this crazy snowball effect, It's like it's kind of interesting, like a tiny 6-gram bat could bite you on the fucking knee, and then all of that shit could happen. You like you die. Yeah, you just die. Like what the fuck? It's like you die like a horrible death.
Cure.
Yeah. I mean, there's a vaccine, but
oh, anti whatever? Rabies?
Yeah, I think I don't know what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's just like a rabies vaccine.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have to worry about my dog because I'm pretty sure she definitely does have the rabies vaccine. I think it's like a month, or not like a monthly thing. I can't remember how long, but it's like a periodic thing. You have to like constantly get your pet vaccinated, I think, for rabies. Actually, I can't remember. I can't remember. I know that one of them is. I know I'm terrible with like remembering that shit. So
maybe you have rabies.
Wait, hey, you're tripping. I love water. Water's so good.
Oh yeah. I feel like once you realize that you can't have water anymore. Huh?
I don't know. I thought I heard the shower going off. It's fucking 12:30.
Oh, dude, he's hallucinating now.
Okay,
he's hallucinating.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
The fastest symptoms ever.
No, I feel like once you realize that you can't have water anymore, it's just over. It's over because obviously everything else.
It's over.
Yeah. No, but everything else like is pretty common. But like once Like,
Yeah, like you
I
wouldn't
feel
even.
like
It would go undetectable for so long, but that's scary as shit.
yeah, I feel like the whatchamacallit, the afraid of water?
Hydrophobia.
Yeah, the hydrophobia. That's pretty unique, right?
Yeah, like I
I've
feel like I've never heard of that.
And
Yeah, I've never heard of that in another thingy-majiggy, so yeah, once
Wait,
you
so
realize
if
once you realize
hydrophobia
that.
is the fear of water, is pyrophobia the fear of fire?
maybe.
That's certainly not Mac.
Fear of fire. Let's see. Pyrophobia. Holy shit! Holy shit! Look at that. Hey.
Honestly, man, if I were in that situation, the second, like now at least, if I was in that situation now, and like the second I threw up because, like, my body just did not want the intake of anything, and I just started to have this fear of water, I'd immediately want to just end myself there. Just be like, nah, I'm not gonna suffer the rest of the week. Just do it now. Maybe I'll write like a couple letters and that's it.
So I saw this fucking what's it called? This video of like actual videos of symptoms like happening.
No freaking way.
And one of the things that I can't remember what it was, but it was something about how rabies, like, something to do with like the salivary glands, and it causes like the salivary glands to overproduce saliva. So like, dude, I was watching this fucking like this tiny like 6-year-old kid just fucking licking his lips over and over, and it's dude, it's like. It's kind of crazy to look at because like I know after the fact what was going on, but this kid has no idea what's going on. Like this kid's just like he's fucking strapped in a bed and he's just licking his lips over and over again. Like that shit is terrifying, bro.
That should be traumatizing.
Yeah, I also saw like this fucking hydrophobia thing where it was like this fucking like most of these videos were videos of kids, so it's like it was actually disturbing. So it's like fuck, and I'm watching like, dude, these kids have no idea what's going on. All of the like, you know how I was saying like you don't know who these people are after they start like attacking your hippocampus, like rabies is, because like that's like I think that's the area where most of the memories are, or that's what it's said to be. So it's like fuck, bro, you just seeing these people just start like pricking and prodding at you with like IV tubes and shit. It's like you have no idea who they are. Like, geez, I know it's kind of depressing, but fuck, man, it's super interesting.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy that
Can't
a
even
virus like that
imagine.
exists.
That's scary.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm seeing like this fucking 40-year-old man just refusing a glass of water because he just can't, and like with legitimate fear in his eyes. Like it's fucking crazy.
That makes me so sad.
Yeah, man. At least I didn't
Gosh.
see anything where it was like actually like fucked. Well, I mean, I saw like the stage where it was like the brain damage stage, where it's like like majority of the brain has been like compromised by the rabies, and they're just staring at absolutely nothing. They're awake and they're blinking and shit, but they're just staring at the fucking wall.
Yeah, no thanks, dude.
It's like, yeah, bro, god damn, that's a
Yeah.
fucking
I feel like
scary-ass
I'm
thing.
on Mac's boat here.
Yeah, nah, I'm
If I
stuck.
ever
No
experienced that,
camping.
I'd probably just dip. I'd probably log off.
Just log off.
I'd
All right,
just
time
log
to end
off
the
of-
simulation, guys. Time to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd just be like, hey, yo, just like let me like pay for like a good hour of like VR after I like wrote down all my letters, said all my goodbyes, and then I'd just be like, all right, turn it off when I like actually die in the VR. That'd be kind of cool.
Would you even know before like the real symptoms start hitting you? Like,
Of course not. No.
because like,
No
dude,
way.
like,
No.
how would you even have time to write letters? Because like you saw, it started with a headache, and then less than a week later, all of that you die. Like it's just dead.
No, that's what I'm saying. So like the second like something like big happened, like the water thing, then I'd start to do things.
I also saw like the thing where
Because-
it was
Yeah.
like it also attacks like a specific part of the brain where it's like it controls like your fucking like how you move your arms and shit.
Mobility?
No, it's like how you move, right? And I saw something about like how people are just like violently twitch, so they have to be like restrained. So like, dude, imagine trying to like write a letter. Like fuck, you just can't.
No, voice is text to speech.
Bro, I would put an RSVP on fucking Facebook. I'd literally just send every single person and I'm like, okay, I'm dying at the end of the week. If you want, I can say my last goodbye and that's it. And then I'll die. There you go, my RSVP.
I think I'll just write a general goodbye.
RSVP, max death. I'm just there in a chair, just like, all right, who's next? Oh, it's Fern. So, it's come to this.
That happens, dumbass motherfucker. Next time, be careful, stupid.
Next time.
It's like he just reincarnated as a golden retriever.
Aw.
I bark at you, you're like, oh shit.
I'm gonna kick the shit
I
out of
think
the
that's
dog. I'm
Mac.
kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding,
no.
I'm kidding.
Hey, yo, animal abuse.
Peter.
Peter.
I love my dog so much, man. Fuck.
I get it.
Like, that's what I do. When I was reading about rabies, I was thinking about my dog, man. I was just like, fuck, bruh. She ever got, like, you know, bit by something? Like, fuck, bruh.
Yeah, that's
But
sad.
she's vaccinated, so she should be good to go.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that you're obsessed with dogs.
Dude, I love
Right.
dogs.
Yeah, that's one of your obsessions,
I
right?
think that's a good assumption.
Well, I mean, it's not an obsession.
Yeah.
I just like dogs. I just
Okay,
love
okay.
dogs, man.
Okay.
They're great.
I feel like I draw all my inspiration by from the things I see online, but I saw this thing going around online again,
Wow.
and
Chronically.
it was like people listing out like how okay, it's like how people tend to have 4 obsessions only, right?
Okay.
And they just listed out what their 4 obsessions were. So I'm interested. If you guys had 4 obsessions, or like, yeah, if your only obsessions like amounted to 4 things, what would it be?
Dude, I'm gonna be dead honest. Like, I got no fucking idea. Cause, dude, there's so many
Your
things,
4
man.
obsessions?
There's so many things, man. Like, I don't know. Like,
Okay,
I
are
feel
you
like
talking? Are you talking about like, in general, like obsessions that I've had over time that have stuck around, or like in general as in like?
Yeah. Yeah. Like what will you be obsessed with, like for
Well, I mean,
long run,
number
or like
one-
what are you obsessed
number
with?
one would definitely be getting money.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chase the
Like
bag,
paycheck,
man.
paycheck day.
And then fucking, I don't know,
Oh,
number
payday?
2 obsession, probably my dog.
Okay.
My dog though. I mean, like that's like
Oh.
an obsession. I can't obsess over like every fucking dog on the planet. I would go crazy. Right?
Yay.
So it's like, yeah, my dog. But fucking, I don't know about the 3rd and 4th. I feel like that one would be kind of hard because like I do really like cars and shit, but it's like I'm not a car nerd. You know, like I don't know enough. Like I would love to know. I would love to be a car nerd, but I just don't know where the fuck to start. Like I think cars look nice, and I'll occasionally remember the model or two, like maybe some
Hey,
like
at least
stupid
you know about
facts.
horsepower.
Yeah, that's true, and how my car is like incredibly slow, but it's okay. One day I'll get there and I'll drive a fast car. One day.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
One day. I'm
One
gonna
day.
get it one day.
I was looking at a Mitsubishi GTO. Dude, that shit looks kind of clean. I don't know, like, man, it's like an old ass car, but it looks kind of clean, man. I kind of like it. I don't know if I'd get one because, like, your boy's kind of still on that money grind, but I don't know, man. It's kind of a nice looking car.
I wouldn't go either.
But I don't know
Yeah,
about like
obsessions?
a 4th one. I don't know, maybe like.
Okay.
Mm,
Just name out the current obsessions that you
Actually,
have.
yeah, okay. I would say, fucking, getting money, my dog, cars, and then music. I feel like music is a good one. I really like listening to music. There you go. Maybe I'll put music above cars because I know more about music.
Okay, if I were to put one or put the 4 out, I wouldn't really. I'm just gonna put them out. I don't really know what order they would be put in. Do they have to be specific or like?
No, just obsessions.
What am
Is
I obsessed?
straightforward.
Okay, I guess music would be one of them. Hanging out with family and friends would be one of them.
See, I was gonna say like hang out with friends, but I was thinking like obsessions. Like I'm not obsessed with hanging out. It's like I like hanging out, and it's like a priority. It's not like an obsession.
I get so drained, but I still keep doing them whenever one comes up. Like I've had like 4 in a row at one time, like in 1 week. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
so tiring. but it was so worth it. So yeah, I guess those are two. Hmm. I don't know.
Okay.
Uh, uh, uh,
Boo! This guy sucks.
He's lagging again. He's
working
lagging.
out, I guess.
Oh,
Working
he's
out would be
obsessed
one,
with
I guess.
working out. Okay, okay.
Well, yeah, no, the
Wow.
active thing is fun. I guess the last one. I don't know if I should say that one. I don't know if it's sad or not.
Oh, he's gonna say women.
Oh,
No, it's more of a.
It's women.
it's craving a relationship.
It's. I'd say hugs.
He
Yeah,
took
what
my
What
answer.
the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is this?
I'm. Even yeah, I'm.
Oh.
I'm a hugging person.
Okay,
So
yeah. With my obsessions, I was about to say like, being clingy is one. Second, probably art. Third, my friends. And fourth, oh, sleeping, I guess.
Didn't you do that for like 7 hours today? But it wasn't
Yeah,
part
I
of your
took a
nighttime sleep.
Yeah, I took a 7-hour nap. It was so fun.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, but yeah. Speaking of obsession, actually, I was thinking about this while you guys were saying it. But to put it easier or maybe harder, what is one thing that you personally cannot live without, aside from like the obvious? What is one thing
okay,
that
could
you guys can't live without?
please list out the obvious? Because I don't know what
The
is
obvious?
obvious.
I mean, like the 4 basic needs of human life.
Okay, I feel like those are like too obvious. I thought you meant like obvious as
Yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah.
like something other than like friends or family or.
No, cause like no, like if I were to ask this question, like people would probably answer like, "Oh yeah, I need air to live," or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, but no, that's just a dumb answer. I feel like
Yeah, yeah,
obvious
yeah.
would be like if you're like even somewhat of a people person, like being around people. Of course, family and friends would be one of them. I feel like that's a little obvious because that's for at
Okay.
least most people. I'm assuming that's for most people. But
But yeah, what's something like not necessarily unique, but like aside from the obvious that you can't live without? Like you
I-
actually cannot live without this.
yeah, I mean, I literally just said it, and even though I think it's obvious, it's the only one I can think of, and that would literally just be human interaction, especially with
Yeah.
friends and family.
Obvi. How about you, Fern?
Fuck! I would want to say music or driving. I don't know. I kind of like those two. Well, I
Can't
mean,
live
like
without it.
aside from like because I consider like obvious things as like communication with people, family and friends.
Okay.
So like I assume that's like an obvious thing. But
Yeah.
other than that, man, I don't know. I like my solitude. I like being alone sometimes. The road is a nice place to be.
See, I feel like I'm always contradicting myself with that.
What?
Like, at sometimes I kind of want to be alone, but then when I'm alone for like a good solid minute, I'm just like, this is fucking boring.
Oh, I mean, naturally. Because you're
yeah.
like an outgoing, extroverted person, Mac.
I guess, even though I'm also just an introvert at first.
No,
It's
his
just
MBTI
odd.
starts with an E.
Huh?
Wow.
Your MBTI.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Wait, what's your start with, friend? Do you know?
It's I think it's INFJ. Some shit.
Oh, I think I'm
I can't remember.
ISTJ? Something like that. I
don't
think I'm also an
remember.
I. Oh, 2 introverts. Nice. But yeah, something that I can't live without would be.
You.
Oh my god, you guys! I can't live without you guys.
No way.
I'm throwing up.
No, but I think
Okay.
despite me being, oh my god, am I coming out? No, but
Whoa.
despite me
What?
being aro ace, right?
What?
No, but despite me being arrow eyes, I think I can't live without physical interaction, like hugs and stuff. I don't think I could ever like live on without that. Cause sometimes that's like one of the only things I look forward to.
Wasn't that a shame?
Hmm?
What?
Huh? Huh? Oh. Oh.
Because you wouldn't get it from us. That's why.
Yeah.
You know, actually, one more thing. I've seen a lot of, you know, those like pick me girl videos where
No.
like they all say like, oh yeah, I'm one of the boys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's like a strand to that where the girls are just like, oh yeah, I'm just used to like,
Oh yeah.
or like, oh yeah,
I'm
you
used to
know,
guys'
like
jokes.
yeah, I'm used to guys' jokes, or like they do a little skit where like they walk into the room and all the guys like start like degrading her and stuff like that, and like and the captain's just like, oh yeah, I'm just used to this because like I'm like in a friend group full of guys, and I look at the comments because I'm like, okay, I see where this is coming from, and I look at the comments and like, oh yeah, you should just drop them. They're like so toxic. Like normal friends shouldn't be doing this.
Well, that's because, you know, female friend groups and male friend groups, I feel like, are two completely different things. Like, dude, in
You
a male
think?
friend group, like, you know, like, I could look at Mac and call this guy absolute horse shit at his fucking grave, and I wouldn't feel bad. Because that's the type of bond we have, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
gang.
okay.
Even though that would hurt, but yes.
Okay,
See,
yeah,
it
I was
still hurts.
kidding. My God.
No, it like hurts, but in the best way possible. Like that's what
What the
makes it like funny.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
make
like,
it
you
sound
know,
weird,
it's like the
stupid.
nice kind of banter, you know? Like, it's
Yeah,
just banter
exactly.
at the end of the day.
That's why we
you know?
keep like. That's why it continues for so long.
Because, like, dude, I could roast Mac for the entire day and have, like, you know, like, I could, like, clearly, like, you know, point out every single fucking stutter of his. But, you know,
Not-
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I wouldn't be able to say anything back. But, yeah.
Okay, and with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for listening to episode 3. If you've made it this far, fuck you. Just fuck you. I don't know, why are you still listening? Anyways.
Yeah. Leave.
Um,
Turn it off.
yeah, hit up the Instagram. There's reels that get posted there all the time. Hit up TikTok. That shit gets updated probably once a year because Mac's running it. But,
I'm just posting it. I don't actually do the content. I don't care. Woohoo!
fucking the YouTube channel is there now.
Yeah,
Crazy
YouTube. It looks
banner
really cool.
art. Yeah, that shit's looking dope. You know, Patreon may be happening soon.
Hell yeah. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know.
If you guys haven't already, you know, 71 Liars. That's there it is. You know, plug that
Oh my
shit
god, I
too.
love that series. That's my favorite.
Yeah, dude, that's like the episode. I think we talked about a good amount of shit here. I mean, rabies was pretty interesting because that's the only thing that I remembered from this podcast. Because about
How can you guys forget about car windows?
oh right, yeah, dude, those things are cool. I should probably get my car windows tinted. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, fuck you guys. All right, peace.